Meat.
Meat.
Night of the incident. Ongoing. Previously, children. Let's try to get this moving again. Perhaps this time the child will breathe. What if anyone else had a mask?
What if?
What if this
We don't have the funding
federal
for that.
investigative office, whose job is to look into bioterror incidents, had biohazard equipment? They were in any way prepared to stay safe during the thing it is their job to chase after. Child. Child. Why must child refuse to move?
She's gotta get over her friend first.
Okay, now child. Move, child. Why?
She's only gonna
Why
walk to
now?
you. If you're next to her, she's not gonna go anywhere. Also, yes, this is the dumbest thing.
If I'm not looking at her, she doesn't. I need to look at her and back away.
Success.
Child, please learn how to cast Cure. Or Vanish, that also works. That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
We're-
better. So we're back in the arc. Just guess where she wound up. What number are they thinking of? You alright? You need a minute?
Doesn't look that good.
You hate to see it. There's a lot of them out there, and more than one of them beached. Some kind of meat stranding incident. Number 9, who is still making gas mask noises even though he's taken off his mask to
Yeah.
reveal his glamorous meat face. And continues to be this weird, joyfully out of place, like, this guy works for Cobra.
I love this guy.
This Saturday cartoon villain. And yes, at this point, we have not solved the problem of the meat mech,
Yeah, we are trying to prevent the mech from being piloted.
of the ultimate mitochondrial virus delivery platform.
Well, it's time.
New friends. And these are exactly not dead.
Yeah, there's a bunch of injured / disabled monsters here. Hey, must be destroyed if you want free points.
And the golem body persists after fight. Interesting.
Yep. Oh, because the AMC is all melted into a pile of sludge.
These guys are different.
Yeah, these guys are not that.
Oh, you brought a friend. Well. I know one of you was quite flammable.
Ah, I can crit.
Basis of
forward
all
slide.
combat.
wasn't sure how effective knife was going to be on these guys.
Knife's pretty effective everywhere.
Yeah.
It deals competitive damage. And it has been a point in favor of how they've done things with Eve 2 here, that they keep pretty strict control over all of your numbers. And they've occasionally had that let them, like, keep a pretty even difficulty curve.
Yeah.
Leveling up doesn't change how much gun you have.
They turned the security back on.
No, they did. But security does not recognize them as friends.
No, that seems like an oversight to me.
No, you're blocking.
He's blocking so he can do a thing. A very annoying thing.
Oh, you aren't dead yet.
No, he's still twitching.
Still wiggling. They drop rifle rounds.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Plasma 3. So immediately, intuitively, I feel like I'm just trying to get out of the facility right now.
Yeah, I think
And
you're
everywhere
correct.
else is optional number padding, and probably more of the bonus items are hidden around.
Mm-hmm. If you want, you can pop back over to the security room and turn off the security again. You know, it's like you're fighting over the thermostat or something.
As you do. Targeting, come on.
He silenced you.
Been shushed. Terrible.
Silence is like the worst thing for you. That and paralysis.
Surprising that the robot is immune to bioelectricity.
He doesn't care about plasma, yeah. They're too heavy, I guess. They don't get knocked down by it.
Still don't need grenades.
Nah. This ain't a grenade build. Is there a thing on the map somewhere? Like a dot? Or did they not give us one?
No dots.
That's awfully
Follow
vague.
that man. I was planning on going the other way from the previous room and got turned around. Go back and finish off the injured sewer monsters.
I mean, it's 3 points.
They'll never hoot again.
Ooh. I was gonna say, out of reach one last time.
Never out of reach.
I like that we have so many different variations of these guys.
Yeah, there have been more variations of the Golem Troopers than most other enemies, just already.
Yeah. Very satisfying when they hit the ground, too.
Guess which number they're thinking of in order to move up.
Oh, did they lock it?
Elevators are locked. We need more padding.
I guess you were right the first time.
Have to go everywhere. Touch everything.
Old friend.
Remember floor meat? Floor meat.
Remember
remembers
silencing
you.
floor meat?
Yeah, I guess I should just go take the other elevator.
If it works, yeah.
If it works.
I think it works. I want, because if that doesn't work, you can't get off this floor, so.
Okay, general purpose elevator works.
Ah, right. You opened up parking garage but never went there. He does not care about his bones.
First and last mistake in life.
Yeah.
It's all about bones.
Cool laser sword.
But it'd
Womp.
be considered steel.
Be considered just a knife. Yeah, you gotta assume that these guys were for solving problems in the shelter.
Yeah, for meat crises.
Remember, like, way earlier in the game when you're talking to number 9, he's like, I'm a hunter just like you.
Yep.
He wasn't kidding. He does the same thing Aya does, just for the other guys.
Just for a private firm.
If that's true, though, it really makes you wonder, why were they not turned on when everything went to shit here?
Good question.
Also, hi.
Hello. Seems like crits are super rare on them, so there's got to be like some activation rate or something.
Possibly. I could believe there's a bunch of hidden numbers.
Yeah. There's a couple. Aya technically works for the FBI. It's like a subdivision of meat crime division.
Yes. Yeah, they haven't said what manner of incident caused anything to go wrong here in the bunker.
Yeah, that doesn't get explained a whole bunch.
Just, of course, there was an incident. There's always an incident.
Yeah, something happened.
I mean, it's a fair assumption given what they were working with, but
Probably something to do with the clone. Clone child got upset. Broke containment.
Oh wow, that's nasty.
Stunned
Stunned,
and
silenced.
silenced.
oh jeez.
Thank you, security robots, though. They do good work.
Yeah, it's actually kind of helpful that they put turn security on for this part.
Yeah, actually, the gameplay side of things has improved kind of drastically the moment these troopers arrived.
Yeah, they all have discernible patterns.
You can kind of move around them and engage them.
I have heard that apparently in the New Game Plus mode, these guys start appearing across the entire game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of neat. You have a welcome to the real challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to shake him off, because he will hit you.
Alright, let's try to get myself set up here. It heard me speaking well of the enemy design.
This guy is a pain. You gotta figure
He's
out the exact
teleporting.
way they want you to fight them.
He is teleporting. He's not actually standing in any persistent place. He's not walking. He's
No,
not
and you've got to be
occupying
constantly
space.
fighting off his attack. Otherwise, it's just more damage for him.
He's cheating. He isn't real.
That should have worked.
This is ass. Well, this is how we fight. Can't sneak up on this.
He's got the shadow clone. Stud.
0 HP, but you had to poke him one more time so that he'd be officially dead.
That's just to make sure. At least you got your MP boost back.
Yes. Broke even.
But, yeah. Oh, wait. Doesn't, I mean, you don't have a lot of attachment slots, but doesn't the MD player prevent silence or something? Or no, that's confusion.
Confuse and Berserk.
Okay, never mind. That's useless to you. Confuse is not a threat.
Anything that prevents silence? I don't think so.
The item in this game is called lipstick. His bones are intact.
Bones are quite capable.
I forget if these guys... I think these guys are the rooks. And the invisible guy is the knight.
They're all just chess pieces, huh?
Yep. Green ones are the pawns.
So do we have a bishop, though?
There is a bishop.
A king or a queen?
They referred to the clone as a queen.
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought about that, but they do have they have gotten a little bit of a hierarchy here.
I guess king would be our friend who lost his mask a while ago.
Probably number 9. When you get that good stab in. Not like a regular stab.
Ah, many robots.
Oh, this sucks. You have some cover. Beep.
Stun beams.
The worst. Also, with
Stun is
how
just such a terrifying status effect.
yeah, it's also annoying how you can't target things up close that well with the rifle.
Yeah.
His arms refuse to turn that way.
Fixed camera problems.
Oh geez, a modern Parasite Eve made like this, as to the Resident Evil 2 remake as this is to Resident Evil 2, would be amazing.
Yes. Yes. We had that discussion.
You can do
I
a lot of
agree.
things.
Sorry I missed it.
Alright, take a moment to stop and think at the vending machine. What do we need for victory? Get anything to unlock while I'm here?
No. There is more shop in the game.
Oh, so we might want to save our cash for now?
Well, there's nothing you'd spend it on now. I'm not worried about that. It's kind of already done his shopping.
Yeah, I would just maybe restock on ammunition, which 280, yeah, 300 rounds will probably do for a while. Guess I'm going to parking garage.
Oh man. You're in the laser corridor.
I'm going to keep diving into situations like this as an act of protest. They did give me a giant area of effect move.
Yeah, as long as you dodge enough, you can do this room, that's for sure. You only need a knife.
I guess it might expect you to be using a different AoE move, maybe?
Maybe they're flammable? Yeah, especially since several of the golem are dropping rifle ammunition.
Yeah, they'll keep you filled up. Oh, so now you found the back way into the freezer.
Yes,
And hello.
I found a friend. Well, I know how to do this.
Oh, that's a real one.
I mean, actually, if they intended the solution to thing sneaks up on you to be put your back to a wall, that's actually not terrible.
It's not the worst.
It's-
Not great.
You have to tank a bunch of damage.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Tank a bunch, and in contrast to all of the other golems, involve moving around a lot, which is more interesting.
The Rook is a close combat model that has a grenade launcher.
Yes.
Or a sword. They come in 2 variants.
There's got to be somewhere. Perhaps.
A new car.
Entire half-length shipping container of snacks.
Well, when they flood the world with the biomonster goo, they're gonna have to hang out in here for a while.
Hmm.
How to get a car.
We'd find a car.
Not a winner.
Maybe we should aim for the one that's glowing red?
Hey,
Yeah, this is an input for a binary number. That is the puzzle.
oh. Free bell.
I will
Well,
save
that
it
we
for
need to
next
make
year.
room for.
Just leave
drop
bullets.
500
500
bullets.
bullets laying around on the floor.
Yeah, it's really good. They're probably all rolling away all over the place. Golem troopers are gonna come in and slip on them.
The most terrifying marvels in the world.
Alright, so what's in number 2?
A new car! Not that car.
I specifically picked this up and looked at it. They could have put any identifying mark on this to say whose it is. Anything that would imply where this person is parked. Is this Yoshida's?
Well, Yoshida's card will work.
Just let anyone check out any car.
Yes.
It's security on the door, not the cars. So the researcher's responsibility to make sure they keep track of their car keys.
Fair enough.
The airlock for pedestrians.
Pedestrians and also cars.
Uh-oh. It's your friend.
Friend to all. Two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not just the security system. You can get these
Oh.
guys to
Friendly fire generalizes.
Friendly fire is a thing. Uh-oh. That sucks.
It may not work for melee.
Fortunately, you can just kind of swallow an entire IV bag. On short notice. That's fine. All the fluid knows where it belongs.
Nah, it just sucks that you were forced into a situation where you had to kind of waste it.
I have
You can
spares.
always buy more. We have lots of BP.
Well, for some reason you can't buy IV blood or magic blood, whatever it is.
Man, why can't we just open this whole thing and just run these guys down with that Jeep?
Obtain bear.
We gotta release it from the other thing.
From where, though? The guard room.
The thing that said we had a password already entered.
Oh, you have to talk to that multiple times?
Gotta hit the button. In yet another weird instance of this game, doing weird things with its puzzles.
Oh, there's a password already entered. Okay, it's taken care of then, right? No.
There's still a button.
Where even is the switch? I don't see it on the
It's
there.
It's the lever. It's right here.
Oh, okay.
Kind of blends into the pre-rendered sludge of everything else.
Oh yeah. It's hard to tell what they want you to do many times.
One down.
Handled. The one saving grace of some of these status effects is they don't last very long. So,
Are heavily modified super soldiers that are vulnerable to bullets and explosives.
yes.
Yeah, it turns
They're
out.
meat.
Turns out making a bunch of weird bio soldiers and giving them mostly swords is actually a bad
Oh, wait,
idea.
they're still made of meat. Regular weapons are good at destroying meat.
This is like one of those rare times in science fiction I can think of where the army comes in and does just a pretty bang up job, or does exactly what you'd expect them to do.
Reinforcements
out the
arrive
city.
and it's fine.
Yeah.
You just had to
Help.
hold out.
Help is here.
Recon has confirmed the existence of one or more additional barriers. And we have these soldiers who have shown up without being told about the biomonsters, which is usually the excuse for soldiers having things go terribly wrong. That they show up not knowing about the monsters and what they are.
But monsters are vulnerable to bullets, so they're fine. I mean, Aya's been shooting them all game.
The only real danger to them is like the barrier, or the kind of thing from the New York incident where they start.
If the virus gets out, or that, yeah, the biobarrier, the fire field, and just the virus, the new thing. All right.
Hello, Army.
Hello, Army. Hello, Heliport. Free grenades. Free infinite grenades.
Have some of those grenades.
Yeah, No, we don't need him.
There we go.
Oh, we just get the blood for free.
Also, he just gets more mad at us the more we try to look at
Stop
the
looking at my
computer.
stuff.
Please stop. Look, come on. You are a secret FBI agent. We are secret military. Please. You should know how this works.
Respect the jurisdictional boundaries.
So Hal is still in office right now. We are not on track for the good ending, which means we haven't found the secret link in the files between the FBI and this shelter.
Yes. We
I
will
thought
never
it was-
solve the mystery.
Specifically between Baldwin and this shelter.
Yeah, it is. And okay, so Rupert's here.
Rupert's here. His arm is still broken, but otherwise, he's here.
You want a Magnum?
Do I?
It's really good.
Can you
He also
attach a
gave you-
knife to this?
No, you can't.
Approaching!
Welcome. The bio incident has been contained. It's fine. Things are fine.
Specifically, things are mostly fine.
There is a shop here. It's tucked away in the corner.
You take bounty points?
Oh, they do. What are you buying?
Ooh, is there new armor too?
Maybe. Grenade launcher? Stun gun?
Portable flamethrower?
Flamethrower? It would have to replace the knife.
Wait,
can
does
only-
that mean it would have infinite ammo though?
No. It would have 50 ammo and you can recharge it for free at any station.
This prevents silence. The police body armor.
Yes.
I don't know if it's
But this.
worth it.
This has both a GPS and a heads-up display for HP.
And on top of that, all those slots. Need to create space first.
There's also a big storage case behind Rupert.
So, can we actually get Rupert's gun?
Yeah.
Given that our inventory was full when he tried to give it to us?
Yeah, if we talk to him again, he'll try and give it to us again. And that thing basically has 8 attachments that you'll be able to use because it's got a built-in GPS.
Hmm. Nine slots that I'll be able to use.
There you go. You maxed him out.
Equip whale song.
We also got the skull. Don't forget the skull.
Nah, the game doesn't do that. It doesn't keep things attached when you switch armor. That would be very annoying. That would mean you would have storage for certain things. Armor would become just bags of holding.
Oh, I have more slots up here. Alright, that's a loadout.
And that is a lot of HP without sacrificing too much MP.
Yep. You're a lot more survivable now.
Well, off to the one obvious place to go. Still a bunch of encounters down in the basement.
Yep. There's a bunch of places to get optional points if you want. Nobody knows about the massive space laser. Like,
Only the
that's
president knows, and the person who keeps
Yeah.
badgering the president to use the giant space laser.
The president. Probably the Secretary of Defense. It's always the Secretary of Defense telling them to, launch the nukes.
We have all these big guns. I want to use them like an idiot.
No, this is meat burn. This is generated
It-
internally.
yeah, this is New York incident kind of burning.
Don't worry, you're not radioactive. You're just meat.
You're outside of the incineration bubble, so you should be fine in a little while.
You're just regular
Okay.
burned.
Yeah, I like that they have that. This soldier experienced something and is trying to make sense of it with his limited knowledge.
And it's like, oh shit, it's radiation. I'm going to die very slowly and painfully.
The final opponent.
The
6
final
full
battle.
guns.
Just this internal gun battery here. Why not?
He's very pragmatic about this.
I got like 48 hours of battery life, and then I'm out of it, so may as well destroy the Earth.
He's not gonna live anyway, so why not?
All throughout this scene, the tendrils have been very slowly getting closer.
Just tentatively, sort of. What is this tiny thing?
Just probing. Humans are an evolutionary dead end. Horse, though. Horse has limitless potential. Imagine a world where humans destroy other humans, and this creates some sort of equilibrium of violence. What would such a thing look like?
stupid.
This
It would look stupid.
this strange, fantastical alternative to reality where humans prey on other humans as a means of acquiring resources.
Well, I mean, it becomes more literal. That's different, I guess.
It's capitalism, but we have an app. We have a biomonster that you synchronize to your phone, which you will no longer comprehend once you have become a biomonster, but it will beep. Hey, you're a meat wizard. You're a meat wizard. You use your meat powers. Why don't you just meat this man to death? You can explode people with your brain. Not even brain, with your blood. They gave us a scene earlier where you, like, reflexively set him half on fire because he was rude.
She was distracted by how betrayed she felt. I don't know. It's kind of a funny scene because you absolutely do not expect her to get shot there. So it's fucking hilarious to me.
I don't know, I just find it disappointing. I was waiting for Kyle to get set on fire all throughout this mess.
No, Kyle has to save the day. It's fine.
Classic double betrayal.
Well, bye.
About that bullet thing just now. We good? We good. We good. It's fine. Fine.
I mean, she can just regenerate. Getting shot is more of an inconvenience to her.
Yes, he's the presidential mole. He's the agent. The other agent. He knows about the beam.
He's the only one who knows about the beam.
I guess it's less a beam and more... What even Are those supposed to be bombs?
Pulses of some sort.
Cut right through the water tower.
Maybe just rods, maybe just projectiles. It might just be gun in space.
Whatever it is not the advertised space laser. That is not what is happening right now.
Large baby. The largest baby.
Yes, also, I guess the satellite is total garbage. It didn't actually accomplish what it set out to do at all.
Hardly accomplished anything.
No, it didn't.
They've just used a proper beam, nothing would remain of this place.
Which, I mean, would mean Aya would be dead, which would kind of suck, but...
My wound.
All right.
My blood. Hey, is the elevator just going to work?
Oh, Kyle's shot actually did damage to you that, yeah, you can just heal away immediately.
Yeah, and then you just pop a heal and you're good.
Flex and it's gone.
You dodged the bishop. There was a bishop right behind you, about to grab your ass.
Perfect.
You mean a knight?
No, it's a red one. It's a bishop.
Oh. Of course, there's two different versions of the most garbage enemy type.
It's like twice as strong. But anyway,
Large.
this fight's great. Wonder about your bullet supply, though.
I have hundreds of bullets.
Yeah, nearly 300. It'll be fine.
Alright, so we got like 3 targets. Dispenses stank. It has a beam. And lower body is also a target.
That dispenses fluid.
So it does.
Aside from beam, most of the attacks seem perfectly manageable to dodge, though.
Yep.
This guy's got a lot of meat on him. It does look like a meat version of like Emerald Weapon though, which is weird.
Yeah, kind of the same build.
Vaguely, yeah.
Oh.
Except it's just got those tubes where the jets would be.
I see a tail. Yeah, there's two back tubes.
So it might still take damage, but you have destroyed the stank dispenser on the right shoulder.
Yep. But you can totally dismantle this guy. It's actually really cool, the stuff you can do in this fight. That's totally not necessary. It's fine though, because when you do enough damage,
The core.
Okay.
Cool idea. Need boss, you made square.
the core is not an instant kill. It just does more than 90 damage or whatever it is. It just hurts.
I think Loon was down to 70 there, so yeah, just keep topped off, I guess. I guess if you focus on dismantling the shoulders in the first stage, then you could just try to be as behind him as possible at all times from there on.
It's vaguely what I'm going for, but then while just moving about, targeting is very slippery and generally doesn't cooperate at all.
Yeah, having a boss with this many pieces means there's that many times to fuck up targeting in this game. Usually because of not waiting long enough, because you have to wait for Aya to turn, which is not very well communicated.
Can you purchase spells mid-combat for an MP refill?
No.
No.
Both menus are replaced with combat menus. Well, one with a combat menu and the other with, would you like to turn on vibration?
Would you like to turn on vibration?
That's what you should always be asking in the heat of battle.
I'm vibrating uncontrollably, thanks to this battle.
Okay.
It almost seems like just going back into the corner on those top platforms where the hand is too stubby to reach you is better than trying to run along the side.
Both shoulders are broken again. And now the
It's
core.
opening. $120 damage.
Yep.
That's unshielded, though.
Yeah, how long does antibody last?
Reasonable
Decent amount
span
of time. It's worth the 4 MP.
Oh wow, it's only 4. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes your health extend bar.
God, front fell off.
Mm-hmm. Trick is finding the window to do damage to that thing. Because, man, it's annoying.
And also staying as close to the edge at all times as possible.
And also dealing with the
When
new attacks that show up.
running.
That goes down to half.
Yeah, if I leave antibody up, I think I can just kind of tank and just stop worrying
Maybe
about
able to
evading
tank it.
anything.
Or it leaves you at a prime moment.
Just scrub that run entirely.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well,
I have removed a segment.
you have removed that orifice.
Refresh antibody and pop a ringers, maybe?
That sounds like about the right thing to do.
Okay, I see what your strategy is here.
Fire many bullets?
Yeah, well, you got rid of the lower orifice thing, which does the paralysis, so now you can stay down low
Yes.
and maybe tank a hit or two.
I've now destroyed each of the attacking components.
And if I understand correctly, the head's new attack won't hit you if you're below a certain altitude, right?
Yeah. Can't hit you at the bottom.
Though the blind is a problem.
I can metabolize out the blind.
What about your energy shot?
That's a good point. Yeah, if we're not actually blowing anything up with,
Oh god, it wore off.
Well,
Fucking shit. I think if you're close enough to the rail, you can get a good combustion in and get 2 or 3 targets in there.
maybe. I feel like all of my mana is better spent healing.
Maybe.
Healing and barriers.
Barriers. With those several barriers, we do not die right away.
200,000 volts of barriers. Apparently all those bullets were going into the left shoulder. Right shoulder? It's right arm left. I was intending to work on the face.
You have exactly enough MP left for energy shot, so long as that doesn't cancel antibody.
It shouldn't.
No, it doesn't. You can have them both on.
Yeah, this is how we live now. Alternating between this midpoint and the other midpoint.
Still got all your healing. Maintain an equilibrium. Slowly turning back and
Not
forth.
allowed to target anywhere from down below. Except when the core is open.
Whew.
I am out of rifle bullet.
Well,
We have another gun on our belt, don't we?
Yes.
didn't load it. Oh, but you have some
I
rounds
have
on your belt.
bullets on the belt. Wait, so what then? Do I have to use bullet?
Yes. Spartan rounds are pretty good. Good of you to save a bunch.
I look forward to the rest of this boss taking too many of them.
Yes.
Well, sure is a part of this that's decided to take 0 damage from bullets now. Fascinating. Whole other set of weapons we haven't been dealing with.
Yep. I mean, if you want to deal with them, they're there.
It still has one of its stink glands active. How'd that happen?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh my god. You gutsed it.
Optimal. Alright, one of the tubes has split. Neat.
Oh, jeez.
It's real good. It's
Yep.
real smart.
You think you've got him cornered, and then he sprays paralytic acid at you.
Although, if he thinks he has the upper hand,
He keeps regenerating. At least those things do.
I am now out of other bullets.
Yep.
Oh, crap.
Did not have
600
enough
bullets was not enough bullets for this fight. This is a bad fight.
This game is based around bullets, though.
Yes, and 600 bullets should be enough.
You can carry 800 of hey, nice crit of rifle rounds. They expect you to have that many.
I have one more ringer solution.
Use antibody before you use it. Just optimal MP expenditure.
Hmm. Gotta chase after the noodles.
Yeah, so long as hurting the noodles does affect the main HP bar, you can just chop it to death.
So long as this boss wasn't designed to soft lock. If you run out of bullets.
I mean, no other piece regenerates, so I have trouble understanding why else the tubes would come back if not to give you something to hit with a melee weapon. Especially considering that tubeless is actually the more dangerous state of the backside, so...
You can shoot the hole there, like, you know, with bullets, and then it'll fall off completely. The hole will fall off completely. The hole will fall off.
Bullets, you say?
Yes.
Oh, I've heard of them. I'm sorry, but we're out.
I cast Metabolism to remove Paralyze, and it's interrupted by the Paralyze.
By Paralyze. If only you had a Magnum.
A Magnum, the gun that, generally speaking, has its large power balanced by a small number of bullets.
The single handful of additional bullets that would be taking up space instead of more ringer solution.
I mean, there's things you could have tried.
At least each of those bullets is doing thousands of damage. They are not worth more than the 9mm that I brought.
Well, I don't
Or my
actually know
initial
how much
supply
you can
rifle
carry.
rounds.
Oh god, you're doing the Maeda thing. He was giving you the Maeda rounds. He was giving you the fucking rounds, and you turned them down. If only you had a Magnum.
If only the boss were good. The noodles are running away from me. I stated earlier in the session about the fact that you don't have levels. Means that they actually have very precise knowledge of how much damage you can do. How much capacity to deal damage you can do. It is entirely within the power of the people who wrote this game down on a series of plastic discs 19 years ago. To never make a number larger than can reasonably be accomplished with all of your ammo. With what has been more than enough ammo for every other event that has occurred.
This is like the final boss of the game.
And they chose to make it ass.
I mean, to be fair, you've been taking very little damage since you've understood how the boss works. The only problem is how much HP it has. That is the only problem.
How much of its HP is fake HP that doesn't seem to be contributing to ending the fight? Big segmented boss fight, full of sections to destroy, which actually that's a trap. If you waste any of your ammunition on things that are not the true health, wherever that's hiding.
I think you need to make more progress on the thing before the things regenerate in order to actually get rid of it.
But if I get rid of it, I no longer have anything that I can knife.
Yeah, the thing just might be designed that way. Sorry to say. Doesn't make doing it any less crazy.
Yeah, that's useless. Spell hitboxes are not going to cooperate with this.
Probably not.
Necrosis can hit, but of course it's immune to necrosis, because bosses are supposed to be immune to every tool. Why would tools be used to improve your situation?
Several bosses in this game are not immune to necrosis. This one is.
The one that matters.
Maybe if you hit him in the core, I think that
With
might
what?
do a thing. Necrosis.
Yeah,
I don't remember if that works, but I remember turning this guy purple at some point with something. It might have been the Maeda rounds, though. I honestly don't remember. Nope, memory bad.
Okay, I was getting confused about all of our, you know, which one of us is right about how HP works. It turns out that you're right, Loon. Only the core matters. Killing the other parts in the first half of the phase will open the core, but after the core is open, the only way you make progress in the fight is by shooting into the core.
Alright, so what is the minimum number of parts broken needed to get the core out?
I mean, I think it's just a number, right? The first time you'd only broken one of the shoulders and it still opened up, I think. Also, apparently there's an entire third tier of spells that we just never saw.
Yep. They're not great. But they exist. Not usually like a first game thing.
This is where we live now.
Back at it again in pod service gantry.
Watching for when antibody wears off. And doing the only thing that will progress the fight.
Yeah, pit your numbers against its, if that's what it takes.
I mean, it's not exactly practical to both be able to shoot the core and also get out of the way of the core's attack.
No,
Evading the core takes too much time.
this game's movement is too clunky for what they want from you with the core.
You will get no progress out of trying to evade the core. Just punch it, and have it punch you.
It is a strategy.
I may as well have energy shot on the pile.
It will make each of your bullets go further, yeah.
Time for second gun.
Got him.
At least they gave us another ringer's solution.
Yeah. Better,
Also, if we have any experience we can spend, we should probably do it now.
Finally, meat is dead. Yeah, metabolize. And that is how we unlock tier 3 spells.
yeah, it costs a lot.
There is a button.
You're all set then?
I am Yoshida. I am definitely authorized to access the meat bridge.
What is the purpose of this bridge? It doesn't go anywhere
Maintenance?
new?
Well, kid fell in the soup.
Well, we're all equipped, right?
What, would we have been able to go outside and buy ammo before coming back to do this? After the
No.
giant
No.
meat?
I refuse to open the door. Time for repeated punches. I could have put the ringer solution
Yes.
onto the belt. That's the only odd thing that would have changed. Just time for undodgeable slamming attacks from all directions.
Still got knife.
Still got knife.
Okay, so apparently It's not pointless to hurt the other bits in phase 1, the giant monster. Because the more of them you destroy, the less HP this has.
Huh. Never heard that before.
Okay, she's just going to decide to be untouchable by knife. If you move into close quarters, immediate slam. Oh, but I regained mana. Sometimes.
Just enough
The
to heal
anti-meat
yourself.
noise.
Just enough.
To cancel out being hit by the attack that's going to follow up during the meat song.
Yeah, there's an attack that induces Berserker by filling up your MP and then exploding on you, and then giving you 0 MP.
Square makes bad games.
Oh, you got plenty of supplies. And you've got an extra 100 bullets in there, too. A million sodas?
Can we use the grenades without the grenade launcher, or are they just grenade launcher ammo?
They're just
They're
launcher ammo.
rounds.
I figured as much.
So what magnitude of health does this supposedly have then?
I don't remember, but I'll look it up.
Yeah, the guide I'm looking at says it ranges from 6,000 to 12,000, depending on how many bits you blew up on the boss before it.
I feel like you got most of them. Well, if it takes that much, This thing absolutely hates necrosis.
If necrosis works on it, but
It
we may
does.
as well check.
It fucking does. I will bet my life on it. There we go.
It
It's
does.
purple.
It is purple and taking 72 damage per poison tick.
What if it were purple
What if it were purple?
and massively degenerating at a rapid scale?
If this doesn't work out and your save state before the fight was before you bought maximum status heal, maybe maximum necrosis would be a choice.
It's fine. We'll make it. We got way more supplies this round.
I think necrosis doesn't have as much forward range as you may think.
No, you've got to be very close, unfortunately.
Well,
That's no good.
silence and stun.
Ah, now we respect a melee fight.
Finally honor among meat. What provoked that? Why she still doing that?
She's got like a second phase where she changes up her attack set. She does some weird things. Sometimes she just hovers in the air at a weird angle You're not really sure if she's trying to go somewhere or not.
Nope. She just didn't feel like walking onto the bridge.
So, is it possible to just use up enough MP as fast as possible and not get blown up? Like,
Yeah,
just
you
recast
gotta-
all your buffs and...
You gotta do as much damage as you can before the thing goes off.
Well, no, I mean, is it possible to out-consume your MP so it doesn't hit max and explode?
Probably.
Just, like, repeatedly heal yourself and recast energy shot and stuff.
Yeah, now that we're in melee mode.
Slightly winded.
It all comes down to this with a baton. The basis of all combat.
That this is not a good idea to be in melee with her at all. The claws are what inflict stun.
Oh. Well, that's scary.
I think that one of the variants of the 3 orb attack also induce stun.
Oh yeah, they all do something.
Yeah, that thing that is flying at you right now. I
Yeah.
think that can stun. Maybe.
Probably. Love this camera angle. Do you want to see nothing? Try it, it's great.
One more refreshing can of cola.
Necrosis lasts for so little time, though.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, that was why I was questioning Necrosis level 3. Maybe that one, if that would last longer, I'm not sure what level 3 gets you.
Also, no, it doesn't detonate from you hitting max MP. It detonates whenever it feels like it.
Okay. Oh well.
You intuited what would be an interesting mechanic for a boss instead of where we are. Your mind went to some sort of good game. Now there's a ghost. There's 2 Eves now.
Oh god.
And poison is involved.
Yep.
Just every status effect. Okay, sure, fine.
I don't think we have enough resources. Not bad for your first run of the game. Honestly, I didn't make it very far in my first run.
I mean, there is a save that can buy more stuff, but
No, what loadout would you even put together?
Probably buy the maximum amount of bullets first off.
and then I guess take Rupert's gun and his
Take that
super
Magnum?
bullets. If it actually is the Maeda rounds.
You can
that
buy
might-
regular Magnum rounds too. They're not nothing.
I mean, if it is actually Maeda, then that might be good.
No, the 25 rounds he gives you are the special ones. He gives you 25 of the good shit, and then you can buy the regular ones.
There's 800 rifle. And if I walked all the way back down into Neoark, there was that
Yes.
box of Hydra ammo
Oh, that.
just laying
yeah.
around.
Yeah, if you want to walk through 80 encounters. The army has the Magnum rounds, and Rupert's got the gun. And I don't think Necrosis gets any longer. I think the range just gets better. Or it gets faster.
It
Those would
said
also
best
help.
power and range. Maybe it would do more damage.
Eh.
I am not allowed to drive back out of the base. You didn't shop at the military store before coming in here? Well, you're done.
Why even put a save inside, right inside
A
like
save
that?
point.
No, there's a guy there.
Behind
Sorry, I
the
wasn't.
point of no return.
There's a guy there. There's totally a guy there.
In the parking garage?
Yeah, they move him there.
But we still can't get Rupert's stuff, though. That stuff's gone.
There might be a way they pass that off to you. I remember them putting a guy in here.
There's no one
No.
in here.
No, no guy. What the fuck, game? Come on. I remember them doing something. What the hell do they do? Or no, it's you can't take your car. They won't let you take the car.
No. Car is lava.
What the fuck? Making me look like an idiot. I remember something. I'm mad about this. Whatever. Where the fuck did they put that guy?
You are now restricted to the use of Warside. Well, wait, hold on. The save is also before I saw the handful of soldiers who are crisped in here.
Oh.
Maybe any
yeah.
of them sets up.
Yeah. There's a flag.
Anything in this box? I left buckshot and grenades in this box.
Oh, I think if you use the phone, you talk to what's his face, and he tells you that they'll leave somebody behind or something. It's clunky either way.
Phone has nothing to say.
Phone is wrong.
Phone is lava.
My memory of this game gets worse the more we approach bad ending.
Well, I don't know if any of this mechanic around how you have access to the military base job is different between endings.
Would be stupid. I feel like that's the best you can do, honestly, on resources.
Yeah, it'd be the MP boost if I were to buy any additional raw item as backup.
It's not a lot, though. Just the one.
Well, the 800 rifle rounds is probably enough for large baby.
For number 9, yeah. The ultimate baby.
I didn't make that connection before. Is that actually supposed to be him in a similar way to the second thing is Eve?
Yeah. A little bit. Like, you can hear him laughing when the fight starts. At the very end of the cutscene. And it kind of feels like number 9 laughing.
Yeah, that's the extent of my options.
I honestly didn't think the second boss would be a thing. I kind of thought with everything we had, but no. Takes more.
Although, now that I have what is hopefully an excess of ammo, if dismantling phase 1 does actually weaken phase 2, then I can invest in that.
Yeah, if you do the movement right, you can skip the bishop fight. You just have to turn without moving, without making any excessive movement.
Just slide directly into the door.
Yes.
Alright, baby stand.
Oh, hey, you were right, I think. The guide I was reading does say that there's somebody you can find in underground parking if...
When?
What?
Yeah, this after a flag or something.
Eh, The thing immediately preceding it is meeting the dudes in the room and being like, nope, you're fine, it's not radiation.
Okay, so it's after you meet the soldier in the hallway.
You can then go back to parking, and there's a dude there now. Maybe. Did we go back to parking after we met the Bernie men?
No, but it's... I mean, the only thing we would have gotten is maybe the Magnum if that carried over somehow.
Right, trying to prolong this fight means trying to evade the core for any amount of time.
Well, you didn't seem to have too much trouble evading the core for exceedingly long amounts of time before when we were fighting the back half. And I think you can shoot the shoulders from back there, so if you just murder the tubes and the tube orifices and then focus on the shoulders, you might be able to do it.
Did we all see that?
I didn't see that.
It did the burst, and I was standing a good ways out of the line of fire, and then like a full second after the burst was over, then it decided,
took the hit.
no, I take full damage, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a bad hitbox on that thing.
A time-delayed hitbox.
Yeah.
Because it's turning, I guess. But
Wandering
yeah, that's
hitbox.
garbage.
And after whatever amount of prolonging the fight I looked into doing, I would still need to sit down and brawl with the core,
Yeah, that could be a problem.
or spend 5 real-time hours poking the core once per cycle. Yeah. Let's drag out that
Well.
one node.
Where did you read about the range and HP for the final boss? Out of curiosity.
It's the sole HTML format guide on Game FAQs.
Oh, okay. Wait, this thing has a name?
I have no idea.
The Brahmin reactor.
Sounds like something somebody either made up or got out of a Japan-only materials book.
Or out of Xenogears.
Yes.
Yes.
Eat fresh antibody.
Okay.
One ringer solution. MP boost 2.
So here's a trick.
Recovery 3.
A thing you can do is load your M9 3R with one type of ammo and leave it off your belt because it's already loaded.
Make room for a cola. Oh, so I don't
Yeah.
need the rifle rounds on my belt either then.
Yeah, if you don't need to reload them manually, then no, you don't need them on your belt. And you still got 350 left, which is a good start.
What's worth more to me, 100 Hydra rounds or a Recover 3?
Tough choice.
Well, for now. Top off. Paralyze.
It's okay.
It also does more damage than plasma does by, I think, a
Yeah.
significant margin from what I'm seeing.
It's expensive, though. Yoshida's card is doing work today.
He would be proud.
He would be proud. Bowman would be
Yoshida
proud, too.
accomplished a lot today.
If you do the good ending route, you don't have the Yoshida card, you have the Bowman card, I think. Yep, you're right. Just immediately paralyze you. Swing in your face.
That's a much taller tube.
The initial hit did more damage, and the poison's doing more damage. Excellent.
Okay, Necrosis 3 it is. Yeah, so I think I'll just hang out around here.
This is a pretty good place to be.
Okay, so it is just shooting her that can knock her out of the blow you up and your MP2 attack.
Yeah, just doing damage to her. Poison just makes it look like she falls out of it sometimes. Poison also interrupts like enemy animations in a lot of weird instances. It's hard to tell if it's working here.
Whether it's the damage or the poison, or whether it's the damage from the poison or the poison from the poison, either way it's working.
I was surprised that they weren't selling the laser attachment for the rifle at the store, because that's usually available, but that might be a New Game Plus thing.
It's apparently a good ending thing.
Oh, okay.
Beams
That's a
are
shame.
for owners.
Bean is really good against this one boss in particular. It's like, it burns out very quickly, so you don't have a whole lot of it, but it's just absurdly good against this boss. So I think Orb Fest is phase 2, and I think Clone Fest is phase 3. And I think that's about it.
So it looks like the difference is with the two versions. In the bad ending route, you get Rupert's gun and the super bullets. In the good ending route, you get the laser. And a couple extra armors, including something called the IS Special, which is apparently really good and like has MP
Form fast has
regeneration
begun.
on it.
Yes.
What a time to be alive.
Time of orb. Clone Fest.
Clone has no bones.
Clone does not want bones, cannot handle the concept of bones, and just disintegrates thinking about it. You got them. They're crumbling.
You'd get out of this camera angle. Even this one is preferable.
Yeah, it's a really good cinematic camera angle, but bad for fighting. Kind of the ethos of the era. It is done.
The solution was 800 bullets.
The solution was just have enough bullets.
And level 3 necrosis hit it.
Definitely helped. I think it was mostly the bullets, though.
Mostly sufficient bullets. Enjoy your points.
Yep.
Yay, points.
You did it. You won. Wow, you've done it. just in a pile of meat.
Pool of miscellaneous.
And scene.
Bend.
Bend.
Bend. The adequate ending.
Yeah. There is a better ending if you,
The question mark ending.
They solved the
you-
mystery.
if you expose the plot or a connection between the FBI and the shelter.
Before tonight, I was considering a new Game Plus lap, where maybe I more briskly go after that other ending. It is now after tonight, and no. No, actually, no. End here. The answer was 800 bullets.
The answer was have more bullets.
Just all the ammunition.
Just go to the vending machine and buy additional bullets. 500 was not enough bullets. 706 or 700? I don't know how much ammo was left as of the end of that fight, but
Yeah, I was
Just bring
gonna
more
say,
bullets.
you didn't have to dip into your Spartan rounds at all.
Yeah.
You were over-prepared for that fight.
Yeah,
man.
it was all rifle all the time.
That's what was kind of surprising about that. I didn't think it would be that easy.
I guess energy shot, and in the second phase, necrosis, and
on the second go around for the Eve fight, where you bring sufficient bullets, because it turns out actually you should just have infinite basic ammunition. Being able to run out of basic ammunition and having that as a failure state is a grievous and bodily sin that went into the creation of this. That actually was pretty well built around having a fallback because of the song. Because of the mead noise, that you have mana regen built into the fight. So even if you were out of items, as long as you understood how the song worked, you could press your luck with it to get enough health to recover.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Get enough
mechanic,
mana
but I
to
don't
keep
like.
going.
I wish it berserked you instead of. I thought it's.
I had Whale Song on. I was immune to Berserk.
Oh yeah. And now we tabulate everything you got.
71,000 points.
On your next playthrough.
Get grenade launcher.
yeah.
Protein capsule. Hydra rounds. 2 of those were much more important than the others. That last was kind of, and socks.
Well, what would you ever do without socks?
Your feet will be warm. Bend, though.
Then.
There is only one option. And it's the end.